If it wasn't for fun, life couldn't survive. He is the one that we need, like the sunshine. If it wasn't for fun, life couldn't survive. He is the one that we need, like the sunshine.
I'm a mystery, the mist don't mean shit to me. I come from the rain, but that's just some ancient history. A savior was born when God created spores. Find me on the end of your stick like you're making s'mores. Symbiotic exchange, yeah, we save resources. The flow's balanced, it allows us all to stay in orbit. Psilocybin, I can show you where the sacred source is. Make your spine stand up like a stegosaurus. I'm the reason that your lungs are breathing. Whether or whether not you wanna believe it, I eat you in.
What's happening, everybody? So once again, I find myself in a cemetery. Very, very, very old cemetery. This was one of the first cemeteries for the settlers. And I am collecting pine cones from its trees. Why? Seems kind of odd. If you haven't figured it out, a lot of the shit that I do is very, very odd, and I can't even begin to tell you how sticky my fingers are right now. Luckily, I carry a hand sanitizer with me, but yeah, it worked a little. So anyway, I'm going to try to make some syrup. I saw something on YouTube a while back, and I've been searching for pine cones all season long. And I'm driving past the cemetery, and there's a tree filled with pine cones. So I jumped out the truck, went for a walk over to the tree, and I realized all those pine cones were much, much higher in the air than I realized. So I had to walk around the cemetery and hit up several trees way off in the back and off in the distance over here in order to get this many. So what I'm going to do with these is half of them I'm going to stick in a mason jar with white sugar and cap it off and let it sit. I think I'm going to have to go back every once in a while to burp the jars because I think there is some sort of fermentation going. I got to find the video again. And this one, these two, I'm going to fill up with mason jars and cap it off with brown sugar. So I will line the bottom of the mason jar with pine cones, cover it with sugar, fill it up with pine cones, cover it with sugar, right up to the top, and cap it off. And from the two videos I've seen so far, I think one said it could take a month, the other one said it could take like 6 months. I'm going to check on them periodically, but eventually, at some point in the future, I will let you know how I make out with this. I'm sorry I can't make it just one long video, but I don't have any place to store this until the future happens. So here it is today, and you will see an update. Maybe I'll show a little video of me actually putting the jars together. I don't know, just to keep everybody interested. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing instead of my job. I'm gonna get back to it now. Much love, everyone. I'll talk to y'all soon. Alright, so here's what I got besides sticky hands. Mason jar filled with pine cones. I think the name for this I found out was called Mugolio or something like that. Mugolio, maybe. Sounds about right. Light brown sugar. If I had dark brown sugar, I'd be running with that, but I don't. So basically, I want this sugar to fill every gap in there. Oh boy. Which may not be that easy. It's going to take a little more work than I anticipated, that's all. For whatever reason, I expected it to just flow down like granulated white sugar would. So I'm going to get this full and I'll be back. You know, when I thought it couldn't get any stickier, I added brown sugar to the mix. And I found out I was wrong, because it can get much, much stickier. So, here it is. I had to pull 2 of the pine cones out. Couldn't fit as much sugar in as I would have liked. So, I rearranged some things. And maybe I'll actually poke at this a little more to try to pack some of that sugar in there and get more in there. I'm pretty sure it's all just going to break down. Or maybe I should just stop screwing with it. Because it's pretty well full, and maybe I should just let it do its thing. Shit, I don't know. I'm going to go track down some more mason jars because I have more pine cones. I'm going to make at least 1 more of these. I have enough to make plenty, but shit, how much do I really need? So I'm changing things up a little bit. I'm breaking pine cones in half because I have pint jars instead of my quart jar. And I also put gloves on. I am a slow learner, but I can be taught. Alright, so the battery's about to die, so what I'm doing is I put a layer of brown sugar at the bottom of the jar, stuck some pieces down in. I'm going to go in layers here, and I think that's going to be the best way to go to fit the most in. I just got to be a little particular about the sizes of pine cone I try to put in here. And also, this stuff also has medicinal benefits, which I didn't know when I started going into this. Get out of here. Anti-inflammatory. Look it up. I don't know. I don't know half the shit I'm talking about. Don't judge me.